Welcome to the winter battle for Leningrad. Smart thing to do. Attack in winter. That's always a good plan, right, guys? Yeah. Well, hello everyone. This, of course, is Gamer 1745, and we're playing Black Ice, and I am trying to see if we can cut off Leningrad to then storm in and take it. And I'm doing the stupid thing and attacking in winter. If I'd known some of the lessons that I know now, which we examined in a couple episodes ago, I would not be doing this because I think I would have taken it in good weather. You join that, Jack. Just one division. Just making sure that there's some pressure on them while these guys race. Well, they're supposed to be racing. Oh, you probably don't have enough trucks or something. No, I got those trucks. Oh, I got enough trucks. I don't know why they're not moving faster. I don't know. They're going pretty quick though. Okay, you stop your push. There we go, just defend, because there's just a little bit too much to handle there. They're pretty badly organized. They attack. One of these guys attack. Okay, Panzer III and Panzer IV superstructures. Don't eat the horses just yet. Yeah. I hope to not be in that bad of a situation where we eat the horses, though I think probably some of the stuff was pretty bad there for a while. Yes, that is. Okay, 42. Do we want to do this yet? Factory output. Well, this increases factory output. Chemical industry. Lack of resource penalties, which I don't know that we're really lacking any resource, but supply and controlled states and core states is okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's, since we just talked about it, okay, we have a positive balance on all resources. That is good. Oh, why are we attacking? Oh, that's the Italians are attacking. When did the Italians freaking show up? You guys just go back to the defensive because they're attacking you and you need to defend better. You push into there. I want to get that supply hub. Deny it to the Soviets. We got still to the north there. Oh, goody. Well, we'll wait till a few more units get there. This is still, quite honestly, the key position, so let's see if we can break into there. You again go north. I know you're not well organized, but maybe if this collapses fast enough. Improved infantry anti-tank weapons. Okay, well. Yeah, we'll do this. Come on, Guderian, take that province, and then we've got them cut. All we have to do then is hold it. They snuck another division in there. That's sort of what this is, the problem of constantly being able to send in reinforcements and why the cutoff move. Go. Gotta look at some of the other places. I know I get focused. When I actually like to play on my own, I just go really slowly. If you think this is slow, wait until you see what I would really play like. Okay, they're counterattacking there. We got some units defending. Oh, they're retreating. Okay, you know, it's sort of a bridge too far or whatever out there, but if we get this supply point, the rail will link up and we'll like that really well. Okay. But what we can do here is attack two divisions. We'll pin them in place. Hopefully they're focusing more on this possible being cut off and sending in reinforcements there, not up to Orel as much as, you know, they're sending in some, but that's we're up to 3 divisions. And then the Hussars. I was going to wait for this one more division to get there, but it seemed like it's taken forever. I wanted to stop reinforcements getting there. I know they may be coming from up north too, but okay, you support the attack up that way. Yeah, the problem with attacking north is they're attacking south right here, and I'm just a bit weak on counterattacking forces, but you're not wrong, IKB. I'm just hoping that they collapse soon enough that some of these forces actually get in and occupy. In my opinion, some of these battles, especially battles like this up here, just take too long, especially for not having any defensive particularities. You know, meaning we're not coming across the river, we're not looking at any fortifications or urban areas. I think some of them just take too long to be decided, and too easy for them to reinforce. Division there. How many fighters and cast do you have in the north? Okay, the problem I've been facing here is the inability to control the air. We do have some cast, but it's the problem is, do I send it in without controlling the air? See, I just don't remember from history any battles taking this long without a fortification / siege factor. So you know, I don't know. And we are still rather negative on fighters. It's just other things. We were down, well, only down to 46 at the moment. But still, we're losing enough. In the armored division. You got a good armored division. Put it into the front. Smash them. Let's go down here and see how we're doing. Okay. Get back into that fight. You guys go back into that attack. You two, yeah. Counter attack there. Well, they should collect. Now here I could understand a bit more. City fighting, whether we look at Stalingrad as sort of the ultimate of it, or some of the other battles of Berlin even, you know, that can take a while if you... Okay, so you get reorganized now. You head back north to defend. You might actually get this. I don't know. These guys are losing, but they're taking up a lot of troops. We've got them coming in to occupy there, or attack any troops moving through that province. They're retreating out of here. These guys are retreating there. Fifth the nice division that way. You guys can head back north. We're no longer get the effects of winter heating. I think that's a negative thing that we've lost. use fuel or whatever. I don't know. Oh shit, you guys have stopped attacking. Okay. Uh-huh. Support that. That's the main job you have. You support that. Just to keep them from getting reinforcements in here, because they're now down to one garrison division who's about ready to collapse, and I'm hoping these guys move in fast. And of course, you get back in unorganized, but it's mostly just get troops in there. Hold it. That's what you need to do. Okay. They're down to 2 divisions, both looking near to collapse. Well, let's take a look around the map here. Okay, Italy is holding out in North Africa. That is good. Oh, wow! Italy has retaken Sardinia and Corsica. They had lost both of those earlier on. They've retaken that. I guess the British just, like, abandoned it or something? I don't know, because I figured if you kept enough forces there, they probably couldn't have taken it. Well, obviously, if enough, whatever that means, but even just a reasonable amount, I would have figured they would have been able to hold there. Japanese are doing fairly decent here. Taking out the Philippines. Controlling much of China. I got a bunch of New Guinea here. All right. Okay, Japan's doing okay. Italy's doing okay. Especially for no help from Germany for the African War. Let's see, there's a couple of airports closer will help with efficiency. Yeah, that might do it. Hello, Polat 01, how you doing? Trying to hilarious how incapable Italy is to hold. Yeah. But that's sort of historical. Italy couldn't really hold out here from the British. I mean, like, Italy was about ready to lose here when Rommel shows up. So it was only really because they the British outraced their supply lines. Did they really get? Okay, we're getting a little too much repair. Let's build some more military factories. Okay, let's see. We're sort of kind of building a bit in the east. Not too far east, but increase our production capabilities. So I don't know that that's terribly unhistorical, so yeah. It looks like we might actually do this, because it looks like they're retreating out. But just to sort of make sure, you're going to attack north into that. Delay any movement. You're going to head back north there to hold the flank. Once they collapse, I don't know if anybody's about ready to occupy that, but north along that to delay whatever movements here are happening. That just about collapsed there. There we go. Now all we got to do is get in there. Use stuff. Just you. You defend against any possible attacks. Some of these are much closer to getting in and occupying it. I don't know. Maybe I made a mistake with that. Closest one to occupy. Well, that works. Right to occupy. Oh, you're now coming in there. No, 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 no. Delay, delay, delay. Down here. Oh, good. We made it into Orel. Good. That. Okay, we have 15 days remaining to get the railway back into proper supply, and then we'll have that as a supply source right up on the front. They're almost in. We've got to hold it once we get there, but that's the key to getting Leningrad. Oh, there we go. We're in. We're defending. How does your speed of occupation compare to original history? Well, we're doing pretty good. We sort of lucked out and got Crimea without any resistance. So that, then I was able to jump over here without any resistance. So I got down here. We started late. And one big thing different, and I know some of the people who've been watching a little closer, but I guess you haven't. One big thing different than history is I did the prepare for long winter war. So I have less negative winter effects than I might otherwise. So I'm able to hold in most places because there's Moscow, and we're almost into spring here, and they weren't able to push us back. I mean, little bits here and there, but we're doing pretty good. We're going to move the infantry division up, but now we're going to move the army division back. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. So some of it maybe just the AI ain't so great. Some of it maybe other things, but okay, got the cavalry division there. That division's already been pushed out. But we're holding at the moment well enough. These guys will be there soon. Them even sooner. That's all we have to do is cut that battlefield support. Okay, so we're looking at doctrines 42. Deep weight bombing. Ground support, that would be good. No, I'd rather do this. No, we're not using. Okay, yeah, we'll use that up. We're not using air mutt or ground support air because we just don't control enough of the air. And I had so much. Wait, let's take a look at our naval operations. Oh, got 4 convoys there, 3 convoys there. Ooh, lots of action out there. Mexican convoy, whatever they were doing out there, I don't know. British. More British. Those. Another Mexican. Two more British on the Mid-Atlantic Gap. Newfoundland. So we're doing pretty good with our subs. So if I'd started the campaign earlier, I think I would be deeper in. Part of what delayed the start of Barbarossa by about 3 months was doing the long winter war element. Okay, well, now we're going to attack north into here because you can't just keep swapping in and out divisions. I think we'll hold here. I know it's not great. They've got some advantages, but we're getting more reinforcements moving up. This will be finished on April 30th, so the end of this month we'll have the supply point closer. We got the rail built. They stopped counterattacking, very nice. Nope, they did not join. They're in their own private war. They've actually have embargoes and whatnot against us. They sort of went off the rails from history, but they're in their own private war with the Soviets and actually doing fairly well, as you can see, but yeah, they didn't join the Axis. Now we have enough divisions here, so let's send one of them to join this combat there. So we're pressing on them from multiple sides. Let's look down at Orel. We're still holding out on Orel. Good. Let's put our supply situation. Okay, how many more days to that? 11 days. I thought, okay. This is going slow because I'm going slow. Okay, well, our front line's looking pretty good here. Okay, guys, all of you come up to here. Well, actually, just come to first. Well, I'm not sure what constitutes joining the Axis or not. I think they did join the second anti-Comintern pact, but I could be wrong on that. Maybe you know for sure, Beamslam. I don't know. It's been a long time since I looked at that. But they allowed German troops in and all that kind of stuff where this won't. So, I mean, I get your point, but they didn't declare war on the Americans, but I'm not sure if they declared war on the British or not. Okay, stop your attack. Stop your attack. Stop your attack. We're gonna wait until we get this built. So April 30th, we'll get that built. And that should give us a lot more supply closer here. Maybe supplying to these people a lot better. And unless they're doing air supply, I think they're completely cut off from supply now, so they'll start to eat themselves. Now here we're also going to wait until this railway is functional again. 9 days. That'll get us supply into here. Will be much better. And then what I'm going to see about is if I can take this province here, and that way we can maybe pocket these divisions here. Italians are attacking again. Well, good for you guys. Yeah, I know they call it the continuation war, and they made the right choices looking back at it, but it really could have gone bad for them with the choices that they did make. They could have been aggressive up at, gone beyond their original borders and done something like this and cut the rail links off. And I don't quite know how much Soviet forces were facing up here, but had they pushed hard from here, maybe they could have taken, in conjunction with the Germans. And this is one thing I really don't know, is how much of the siege of Leningrad happened because Finns refused to leave their former borders versus how much the Germans just didn't want to go in. That's an interesting question in my mind. So, and if Leningrad falls early enough, even in 1941, if Leningrad falls in 1941, does that mean there's a domino effect and the Soviet Union falls? Again, I know people like Beamslam who've listened to me prattle on a lot about history. I have some maxims. Warfare is a political act. Politics is perception. We know Vassilov up here, is commanding. He's a Soviet general who turns his coat and leads the anti-Soviet Russian forces. Well, if he knew the Soviet Union was going to win, should he just remained a prisoner of war? Now, maybe he really was an anti-Soviet, say. And even if you're going to lose, it's better to fight the fight. Now, why would he have been a Soviet general? Well, maybe he had a change of heart, even before the war, but you're sort of stuck with the show trials and going on and executing a lot of generals, so he's afraid for his life, and maybe that turns him into if not an anti-Soviet, an anti-Stalinist. Maybe there is a true moral, I'm going to do the right thing, even if I think Germany's going to lose, because somebody needs to stand up to this evil of Stalin. Even if Hitler's evil, I'm going to stand up to it, and I'm going to to fight. That could be. I don't know his actual reasoning versus whatever justification he might have self-justified. Because some people really would stand on principle. Now, would they have been that high up in the system and then have those principles? But sometimes you may be thinking that, because this was the first time, communism is being tried. Now, we all know communism doesn't work. We all know communism has killed conservatively 100 million people. We all know the communist drive, the communist propaganda, because they like to use propaganda that filters into Western thought. They like to say, religion has killed more people in wars than anything else. Not anymore. And if you include non-wars, communism has killed more than all religious wars put together. So, yeah, throughout the known history of mankind of religious-based wars, communism has killed more in just 100 years. So yes, communism is effective at killing human beings. That's for sure. So, but maybe you believe that the czar, for whatever reasons, and there may be very, very good reasons to believe that the czars were evil and the whole thing needed to be destroyed. And hey, this communism sounds good, and so we're trying it out. And maybe goes, oh shit, this is terrible. And so, there very well could be people that turn their coat for pure moralistic reasons. And we definitely see people like Canaris, who does help the Germans, but he's an anti-Nazi. We do see Bonhoeffer, who is sort of being protected by Canaris, but is working within the German system, that is eventually killed. From the Confessing Church. Bonhoeffer, look him up. Important person. So we do see some of these people sort of working it with inside the system that are against the system, that are truly, like Bonhoeffer is truly a moral person, as far as I can tell, not an opportunist. So if you see defeat after defeat after defeat, I can see a demoralization at all levels of the Soviet military, as well as the Soviet society that's supporting the war. So if Leningrad goes down, especially early enough before, winter sets in, the first winter here, and I just, quite honestly, I'm not well enough informed, because I don't know, and I don't know what historian, publicly published, how strong the defenses were, which probably could have been rather strong, but it was a while before the Soviets, or before the Finns get into the war. The Soviets very well may have moved a lot of forces, south of Leningrad, and not saying it would just be a walk in the park, or, kick the door in and everything's going to collapse. But had the Finns been as aggressive as they were aggressive in their defense in the Winter War. They would attack a lot. If had they been that offensively minded, pushing in, could they have collapsed? I don't know. And even go all these troops. Well, hey, you go and you cut them off. They sometimes surrender. Large groups of troops surrender, like we see, going on down here to the Germans. So maybe you cut them off and they just all surrender because, hey, a Finnish prison camp may sound a lot better than being in the Soviet army. It may be safer to be in a Finnish prison camp than have the commissars around. So even with that collapse, might the Moscow government collapse as Stalin decides to move it, somewhere east, very far east, or just to Tula, wherever Tula is. It's sort of out here somewhere. I sort of know my geography. Where's Tula? There's Gorky. Oh no, Tula's down here. Maybe I was thinking of Gorky. Move it, somewhere to the east. Move the capital or something, and then that collapses the whole city. We don't know, because there could have been a collapse. Now, if you take Leningrad in 43 or something, well, that's after a long siege and a long battle, and they finally win it. Sure, that probably won't have the same effect. So, that sort of perception effect. And so if you look at it that way, we don't know. And so to go into a war with a great power like the Soviet Union and play this sort of, well, we'll just go back to our boundaries. Now, maybe Mannerheim, well, maybe some time traveler came back and told them, what to do. But maybe just Mannerheim was watching to see really if there is success and then grab off, because it probably strategically would have been good to, call and have the Finnish border down here and have all of this Finland. And I don't know that they would have objected, but I think they were just half-hearted in their attack. Well, the Finns held the northern perimeter but didn't want to participate directly in the attack on Leningrad. It was beyond their political. Yes, it was. But is that Stalingrad? Okay, yes. Stalingrad is over here on the is this the Vistula? I forget. But yeah, it's over here. So we're quite a ways from it. I mean, we're just outside of Moscow here. No, here. We're we're one province away in two places from Moscow. Could I push in there? Well, I could. I'm just worried about my supply, quite honestly, and it's been winter, so it hasn't necessarily been a good time. So, yeah, I see now you want me to rush it. Okay. I would file, well, yes. We can talk about the modern ideologies as taking place of religion. But the people who say that they want to talk about Islam for fighting Christianity or Protestants fighting Catholics or whatever. I get your point, IKB. So so they want to they want to the people that want to destroy Western civilization, and there multiple people that want to multiple ideologies want to destroy Western civilization. I've been fighting that much of my life, but losing. I always seem to pick the losing sides, but whatever. The Finns went on two-front continuation offensive, so they probably didn't have the strength to push into Leningrad, summer 41. Well, to the best of my knowledge, the Finns never pushed past, or even try to push past, their original borders with the Soviet Union. I say that because they never had borders with Russia, not in the modern sense. I think it was Swedish territory. I don't think there was a Finland as a country prior. But, so rush Moscow. Well, we may. See, part of the problem is. Oh no, this isn't. Oh no, this is fortified here. Pillbox defense. We got some pillbox defenses here. So, and let's look at our supply situation. See, we're really pushing that supply here. What we got to do is we got to get this supply up here going, and this is 5 days. That will relieve some of the supply. Mm-hmm. 4 days now, yes. The 30th of April we get the port, so we're waiting. We're holding here. Days. Okay, if you're sure that they did, because I didn't think they did. I thought, and again, if you know, Beam Slam, but I thought they just pushed to their borders and then allowed the Germans up in the north to push past the borders, but they didn't. That's my understanding of the situation. So that they up in here they allowed the Germans forces to come in and push as deep as they would or as they could, but the Finns would not push past it. That's my understanding, but I very well could be wrong. I'm not saying I know for a fact because it's been a long time since I've looked that up. What the hell? What the hell's going on? Oh God, no! I didn't want you to go up there. I clicked something wrong. I wanted you to go here. I still clicked on there when I clicked up there. I didn't mean to. Finland had about 15% of their population in the army at one point during the continuation. Might be wrong. Oh yeah, that sounds about right. If I was a small country, I'd probably get 15%. You know, the fit male population. Now I don't know how much of that is necessarily at the front at any one time, and very well that might include reserve units. You know, guys working in the factory that if there's a big offensive, they'll stop the factory work and take the train to the front lines or something. 2 days. I want to see how this changes. See, they're counterattacking here. Counterattacking down here. Looks like they're doing too well. So let's... No. You go up and join the defense there. No, there's a general sort of push. Okay, you head out that. Come on, come on. You gotta get the supplies here. I know you're not really starving for supplies badly, but... Okay. Go to the north, hold the north, go up there. Why is it no supply connection from capital? Oh, well, we got the railway here. Oh, well. I don't understand what's going on. Looks like a supply connection to me. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so now we've got 40 units of supply coming in and needing 43. And this is supplying 25. So we've gotten that a lot better there. A lot better. The Russians are doing a spring offensive, and so we're actually doing fairly well holding this up here. Let's push back over here. Let's send in some Hungarians and some SS guys to counterattack there. And let's move the armor unit down there. Hopefully hold there. Let's send these 2 tank units here to counter push from there. These guys are being pushed back across the river. Well, I expected that for some time. If they start falling, I don't want to get cut off. The Soviets push. The Sire River quite long past the border in the north. They also reach around some points of fewer forces, 5 divisions now. Oh, Russia's, there were 4 divisions west of the river, north, I believe. Okay. They're pushing hard here and hard here. Send 2 divisions in there just to, and a Hungarian division. I do not want to lose that. We've still yet to get this port done. It won't be till the 30th, so we've got a few more days. We're going to push a couple of divisions that way. Load up these forces. Basic uniform factories, very good. Offensive is mainly German Mountain Corps. Yes, mountain troops were. Dietl and Corps were grouped were up there along the north. In Murmansk. Okay, uniform factories. That was here, I believe we just got those. Let's take a look here now. What to research? What to research? Just about everything but naval is open to us, but I want to increase either supply or production, particularly. That is just a long ways away. I think we ought to wait, because we look here and it's basically a year away, and we might as well wait and then not have it a year and get other things done in the meantime. Reduce division attrition. Yeah, let's do that. More efficiency in production. Ah. Interesting, Beam Slam. Interesting. Yeah, their offensive is going hard on us. I don't think we have a chance to hold, but it is going to be a close thing, I think. Let's look down here and all right. Okay, that's holding good. Okay, well, we're going to take Arno's idea here, and we're going to lurch forward with these forces. That may go, oh, hey, we need to, you know, shift forces to somewhere else. Try to handle that. You can support support that attack. You add to the northern attack up there. One Hungarian division left there. Well, good for you guys. Hopefully we'll turn some of these guys around fairly quickly once they retreat out. Support that attack, and you guys can just generally join it. Oh, you guys attacking this. You guys can support that. I'm seeing they're having much heavier attrition, I think, now because I've taken our rail because they don't have supply in the local area. It looks like we've turned it around a little bit up here in the north. We're defending better. Igor. Sorry, I'm butchering that, don't mean to. Change something I remember 2 years ago. It was practically impossible to advance the... Yes, they did. They changed a whole hell of a lot. That's 2 years ago when I rage quit because you couldn't. It is so much better. This is one version of Go's BICE, Black Ice, because I started it a while ago. They do have a newer version out that they made significant changes. But yeah, it is much, much better than it was. With the railways, they've embraced the railways as being a limiting factor, and I'm having severe supply problems because of some of that. But it is much, much better. Ah, small summit. Yeah. Well, good the people are remembered, I guess. You guys back here with the armored division supporting you. You up there too. Wow, these Hungarians are holding out manfully. They're about ready to collapse, but up here looks like we've got this held. I don't think they'll be able to come deep into me because it'll take forever to get across that river, and I'll probably be able to turn some of these forces around and push back. No problem, I understood. More factories getting done. Well, I know we're trains we need are still not, well, we're about keeping even to our losses. I don't know how we got cavalry equipment, uniforms. I don't know what's most crippling, but let's go for some more artillery. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Light artillery. Here we go. Another factory of light artillery. Okay, they pushed here, but they stopped coming across that river probably because we are counterattacking here. So I think we're good. I think we're going to survive the spring Soviet offensive in good shape. Uh-oh, we got pushed back here. Or did we? I don't know. You come up to there. You guys can head back up to there. You can counterattack along with one of the Romanian divisions there. You can attack there. Give them a bit of a pushback. Okay, how goes our situation here? Okay, I want to take these two provinces because we'll then hold along the river a little better, I think. One of you support that attack, the other and the Romanian cavalry division attack. You can support that attack. Well, I think on that we're going to end this episode. I want to thank you all for being here, and I especially want to thank Tim, Strongarm, Niagro, Timothy, Sir Toyjet, Gary, Garrett, Marcus, and Folk. Of course, the great Hoffmanator for support over on Patreon. But everybody else, just lick the like button. It's sort of tasty. Each video tastes different. So try that out. And, of course, if you're new around here, subscribe and post comments. I really appreciate that, and it helps the algorithm out. So if you do that, just say hi. Whatever, that's cool. Thank you so much. See you next time for more, yes, more hearts.